Hello students, today now our topic is natural phenomena or the consequences of high specific heat capacity of water. As you know that the water has got maximum, almost maximum specific heat capacity, that is very much higher than the other substances, which is 4200 joule per kilogram per Kelvin, and in calorie it is 1000 calorie per kilogram per degree C. It means 1 kg of water for 1 degree C rise in temperature will require 1000 calorie of heat. And if I compare it with the heat capacity of sand, so it is 5 times higher than the heat capacity of sand. So what happens that for a certain mass of seawater, due to the high specific heat capacity of water, the sand on the shores, it becomes heated to a very high temperature during the sunny time, means during the daytime. The seashores, they become hotter as compared to water quickly than the seawater, and due to this the warm air which is above the shores, it rises up, and the warm air's vacancy is filled by the cold air coming from the seaside. Now this is called sea breeze. And what happens when sun is not there at the night time? Because both are heated, and because of the high specific heat capacity of water, it again takes time to get colder as compared to sand. So the air above the sea water, it is warmer than that of the shores air. So warm air rises up and the space is filled by the air coming from the land side. That's why it is called the land breeze. So it is the high specific heat capacity of the sea water or the water itself which gives rise to these kinds of breezes, and that's why there is a moderate temperature of the seashores or the areas which are coastal areas. Second is the hot water bottles. You all know that for the therapeutic purposes, hot water bottles are used whenever there is some sprain or some bones related problem. People prefer to have hot water bottles, especially during winters. Reason is that once a very hot water is filled in the water bottles, it takes a lot of time to get cold, and it releases a lot of heat. How much heat? This much, which is its specific heat capacity. So this much heat per kilogram per Kelvin fall in temperature is released out by the hot water. That's why it provides heat for a long time. Next is, it is an effective coolant. Now water is a very effective coolant, and it is used as a coolant in the cooling of your car engines also. Because of its high specific heat capacity, it extracts or absorbs a large amount of heat for unit mass of the water. That's why it provides the coolant property to the different machines or different generators or car radiators, etc. Next is, in cold countries, water is even used as heat reservoir. Again, due to its high specific heat capacity, wine bottles or juice bottles, they are kept inside water. Why? Because water keeps on providing heat for its fall in temperature. Before coming to its freezing point, it releases out heat. That's why the wine or the juice bottles, they do not freeze and they keep warm due to the presence of water around them. Next, similar property is used by farmers. Now the farmers fill their fields with water to protect them from frost during the winters, very chilly winters. What happens that even the veins of the plants, which are the fine capillaries inside the plants, they may get frozen and they may get burst due to the very cold temperature around them. So water is filled inside the field. Even for overnight, the fields are kept in the standing water. Because of high specific heat capacity of water does not allow the temperature in the surrounding areas to fall up to 0 degrees C, because it keeps on releasing out the heat to the fields, and the fields are protected. Last is that human body, animal body. plant body, they all have very high content of water in their bodies. Now, because of high specific heat capacity of water, in every kind of climate, the body temperature of plants as well as animals is maintained due to high specific heat capacity of water, because it absorbs as well as releases out a very high amount of heat, and it helps in maintaining the body temperature appropriate in all the seasons. Now the next topic is regarding the heat capacity, not the specific heat capacity, thermal capacity of some substances or some materials which are using low specific heat capacity property or low heat capacity property as well as high heat capacity property. For example, all the cooking utensils, they are preferred to be made with thick bases. Why? Because if they are thick, there will be more mass. More mass means more heat capacity. More heat capacity means more heat is required for 1 Kelvin rise in temperature. So they will absorb the heat slowly, and the food will be cooked properly with the slow absorption of the heat. Otherwise, if the pan is thin based, then it will quickly rise in its temperature by absorbing a very small quantity of heat, and the food will be burnt in spite of being cooked, because cooking required slow heating and burning requires fast heating. Next is iron press, which is used to press the clothes. It is also preferred to be made of thick bases and heavy bases, again because here we require high heat capacity, so that for a long duration it keeps on imparting heat to the clothes, and so that we can use it properly for ironing the clothes. Then the vessels used for measurement of heat, ये हमने करना है बच्चों भी. Calorimeter will be the vessel, and it is preferred to be made of thin sheet of copper, so that its own heat capacity becomes low, and it imparts the heat quickly to the contents of that vessel. Calorimeter is simply a vessel. We don't want calorimeter to absorb much heat. We want the heat which is imparted to it by the flame or by some other hot object should be directly given to its contents. So it should be of low specific heat capacity, so that there is no loss of heat to heat up the calorimeter itself. Thank you so much.